Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Nunta, the Crochet World, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel. Like, share and comment on my videos. And today we're going to do this beautiful pattern for a keychain, a heart keychain or a heart keyring. Here it is. It looks like this. It's nice, cute and little heart here. And for this particular project, I've used my 100% cotton yarn, and for this one, I've used this 2.5 mm of the hook. So let's begin. So here it is. We will start with our this loop. So for that, we will have 30 chains. So just have your this yarn and now chain up 30. So it's 1, 2, 3, 28, 29 and 30. So here it is. I've got my this 30 chains and here it is the loop. Now you can adjust the loop size as per your requirement. If you want to have a smaller one, you can always cut down the numbers of chains, and if you want the bigger loop, you can always add up some more chains in here. Now I'm gonna have my this 30 chains and I'm just gonna cut my yarn in here and we'll secure my this last stitch, last chain, and here it is. Now I'm gonna keep this one aside and we will start with our heart. So for that, have here this magic circle here. Insert your hook, grab your the second strand of yarn and just bring it in the front, and here it is. Now here I'm gonna have a chain one. Now this chain one is not a stitch. I made this chain one only to secure my this magic circle. Now here for round number 1, I'm gonna have 5 single crochets into my this magic circle. So for that, I'm just gonna insert my hook into my this magic circle here and we'll grab the yarn, and I'm gonna have 2 loops at my hook, yarn over ends, pull your yarn through 2 loops, and this is your first single crochet. And we're gonna have 5 single crochets here. So this is our first single crochet, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here it is. We got 5 single crochets here. I'm just gonna pull my this loose end and just tighten up my this circle here, and here it is. It looks like this. Now I will go to this first single crochet. So here it is. This is my first single crochet. If you can't find your first single crochet, you can always count your the single crochet. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here it is. This is my first single crochet and I'm going to insert my hook into my this first single crochet here like this. Now here we're going to work in a spiral way. So we'll start our round number 2 straight away, and here it is. Insert your hook into this first stitch of your round number 1 and just yarn over and pull up a loop. You're going to have 2 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and this is the first single crochet of your round number 2. Now here, if you want, you can have a stitch marker. So here it is. This is our stitch marker, so that you will remember that this is the first stitch of your round number 2. Now here I will again insert my hook into my that same stitch, my first stitch. Here it is. And we'll grab the yarn and we'll have second single crochet. Now here for our round number 2, I'm gonna have 2 single crochets into each stitch, and by the end of my this round number 2, I'm gonna have 10 single crochets. So here it is. Into this first stitch, we got over this 2 single crochets. I will go to this next stitch, second stitch, and here again I'm gonna have 2 single crochets. So here it is. It's 1 and 2. Again, I will go to this next one and we'll have 2 single crochets. So it's 1 and 2, and go to this next one and have 2 single crochets here. It's again 1 and 2, and go to this last one and have 2 single crochets here. So here it is. It's 1 and 2. So here it is. By the end of this round number 2, we have our 10 single crochets. I'm just gonna pull my this loose end a little tight, just here, just like this, and here it is. This is our circle. So here it is. For our round number 2, we got about this 10 single crochets. Now I'm gonna take out my this stitch marker and I will go to this next stitch. Sorry, the first stitch of my round number 2. We'll insert my hook, grab your yarn and have 1 single crochet. Now this is our first single crochet of our round number 3. Have your the stitch marker back on. Now here for this first stitch, we're going to have 1 single crochet into this first stitch. We will go to this next stitch and here we will have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. So here it is. It's 1 and 2. Again, we will go to this next stitch and we will have 1 single crochet here, and we will go to this next stitch and we will have 2 single crochets here. So it's 1 and 2. Now keep on repeating this pattern. So again, into this next stitch have 1 single crochet only, and into the stitch after that have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. So here it is, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Keep on repeating this pattern, and by the end of this round, round number 3, we're going to have our 15 single crochets, and I'm going to meet you at the end here. So here it is. After my round number 3, I got my this 15 single crochets, and now I'm going to take out my this stitch marker and I will go to this first stitch, and here for first 2 stitches we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So here it is, insert your hook, grab your yarn and have 1 single crochet here. Have your this stitch marker back on. This is the first stitch of your round number 4. Go to this next one and have 1 single crochet here only. So here it is, first 2 stitches have 1 single crochet into each stitch, and now into this third stitch we will have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. So here it is, it's 1 and 2. And now for this next stitch, our third stitch, we will have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch, 1 and 2. Again, next 2 stitches we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So here it is, it's 1 and 1, and into this third stitch have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. So keep on repeating this pattern now for this round, round number 4. So again, next 2 stitches we're going to have 1 single crochet into each stitch, and into this third stitch we will have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. Keep on repeating this pattern, and by the end you're going to have your 20 single crochets, and I'm going to meet you here. And here it is. At the end of my this round, round number 4, I got my this 20 single crochets, and now I'm going to take out my this stitch marker, and I will go to this first stitch of my round number 4, and will have my first stitch of my round number 5 here. Have your stitch marker back on. Now here for our round number 5, 6 and 7, we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So here it is. This is the first stitch of our round number 5. Go to this next stitch and have 1 single crochet, and go to this next stitch and have 1 single crochet. Now keep on having 1 single crochet into each stitch for this round, round number 5, and for your round number 6 and for your round number 7. So you each round 5, 6 and 7, you're going to have your 20 single crochets. And do not forget to have your stitch marker on every first stitch of your every round, so that you will remember which round you have been working on and which is your first stitch. And I'm going to meet you after my round number 7. So until your round number 7, keep on having 1 single crochet into each stitch from your previous round. And each round will have 20 single crochets. And here it is. After my round number 7, it looks like this, and I'm just going to turn my this work inside out, and here it is. This is the outer side and this one is the inside. Now here I will just take out my this stitch marker, and I will go to this first stitch, will insert my hook into my this first stitch, grab your yarn and have 1 slip stitch here like this, and now I'm gonna cut my yarn. So cut your yarn and just gonna secure my this last stitch here, and I will have a needle here. Here it is. And now I will go to this one is my last worked stitch. I have my slip stitch on my this stitch. This one is my last worked stitch, and I will skip my this next stitch and will go to the stitch after that, and I will insert my needle like this here. So this one is my last work stitch, this is the next stitch, and I will go to the stitch after that and just insert your needle like this and pull your yarn here. Now this is my last slip stitch, my last stitch, here it is, and I will insert my needle into this loop here and will take out my this yarn from the back here like this into this middle, and take out your yarn, and here it is. This is your nicely knitted stitch. Now if you will count your stitches, you will find 20 stitches here. So you're going to have your 20 stitches, and here it is. Now we will simply hide our this ends in, hide your ends in, and now after hiding your end in, we are going to create exactly the same for our the second part. So here it is, we have already created our this first part. Now we will create our second part, but do not cut your yarn. So after your round number 7, do not cut your yarn. So here it is, just hide your this ends in and start making this other part, the second part, and do not cut your yarn, and I'm going to meet you after your round number 7. So have exactly round 7 like this, and I'm going to meet you after that. And here it is. After my round number 7, for my this second part, it looks like this. So here it is. I've got my this first part and the second part. Now here, we're not going to cut our yarn. So here it is. I'm just going to take out my this stitch marker. We don't need it anymore. And now we will start attaching our this 2 parts together. So for that, simply just have your this last stitch here. Have your this first part, and I will simply insert my hook into any of my stitch here, just like this, and I will go to this next stitch. So this is my last work stitch. I will go to this next stitch and will insert my hook like this. Here it is, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll have 1 single crochet here. Now this is the first single crochet, and I will go to this next stitch. Go to this next stitch. Here it is, like this. Go to the next stitch on your the second part as well, here, like this, and grab a yarn and have your second single crochet, and we're gonna have our third single crochet here as well, just like that. Here it is. So have this 3 single crochets here, and now we are gonna have 1 single crochet into each stitch on our this second side. So here it is. This one is my last work stitch. I've already taken this stitch, so I will go to the stitch after that, and we'll have 1 single crochet on my each stitch here, all the way around until here on my the second last stitch. So here it is. This stitch is already taken. We have already worked on this stitch, and this is my last stitch. So I'm going to meet you on my the second last stitch. Keep on having 1 single crochet on each stitch here, and I will meet you on this stitch here. So here it is. I got my this 16 stitches here. So first 3 stitches we attach our this 2 parts together, and then another 16 stitches. So here I got my this 19 stitches, and for my last stitch, my stitch number 20, I'm here. So as I said, this one is already taken. I've already worked on this stitch. This is my last stitch, and this is my second last stitch. This is my stitch in here. Now I will insert my hook into my this last stitch here, and I will take the front loop of my this last stitch. Here it is. Just insert your hook into the front loop here, like this, and now I will go to this stitch here. Now this one is the first stitch. This one is already taken. We have already taken this stitch. So I'm going to again insert my hook into this same stitch, but here again I'm going to have only the front loop. So insert your hook into the front loop here. Now remember, I'm not pulling up a loop here. I'm just inserting my hook like this. So here it is. Insert your hook into the front loop on this side, on your this last stitch, and go to this first stitch and insert your hook into the front loop of your this first stitch. This first stitch is already taken. It's already been worked on. And we will go to this next stitch. So again, insert your hook into this next stitch and insert your hook into the front loop here. And now you're going to have 4 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and spool your yarn through 3 loops. So here it is, yarn over and spool your yarn through 3 loops. So it's 1, 2, and 3. Here. Now you're going to have 2 loops in your hook. Now here we're going to have 1 single crochet. So here it is. It is our 1 single crochet, and it looks like this. Now this one is already taken. We have already worked on this stitch. Now we will start working from this stitch. Now keep on having 1 single crochet on each stitch here on the second side, and here you're going to have your next 15 stitches. So here first you worked on 16 stitches. On this second side you're going to work on 15th stitch, and I'm going to meet you here. So here it is. This is my last stitch, and I'm going to meet you on my this last stitch here, and you're going to have 15 stitches here. So 1 single crochet on each stitch, and I'm going to meet you after my 15 stitches. So here it is. I will go to this next stitch, and we'll have 1 single crochet, 2, 3. So here it is. I got my this 15 stitches here, and now for my next stitch here. So I'm here. This is my last stitch. I've already worked on this stitch. So this is my last stitch, and I will go to this next stitch as well. So this one on the second side, if you can see, this one is already taken. So I've already worked on this stitch previously, and I will take this stitch, this one as well, the next stitch. So here I'm going to take these 3 stitches together. So for that, I'm going to take the front loops. So here I'm going to insert my hook into the next stitch, and I will insert my hook into the front loop here. And remember, I'm not gonna pull up a loop, so I'm just gonna insert my hook like this, and I will go to this next stitch on the second part or the first part. Now this one is already taken. If you can see, this stitch I've already worked on. I'm gonna insert my hook into the front loop of my this same stitch here like this. Again, I'm not gonna pull up a loop, I'm just gonna insert my hook like this, and I will go to this next stitch. Now this is the first stitch of my this side, and I'm just gonna insert my hook like this, and again I'm not gonna pull up a loop, I'm just gonna insert my hook like this. And again here I'm gonna have 4 loops on my hook. Now I'm gonna yarn over and will pull my yarn through 3 loops. Here it is. And I'm gonna have 2 loops on my hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and here it is. That's how we are gonna attach our this work, and we will reduce our stitches at the same time. Now start working on this side, and here keep on having 1 single crochet into each stitch. So here it is. This stitch is already taken. That's gonna be your first stitch. So here it is. Go to this next stitch. This one is your first stitch, and start working on this stitch. Have 1 single crochet into each stitch and have 13 single crochets here, and I'm gonna meet you after my 13 single crochets. 1, 3. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3, and here it is. I'm here after my this 13 stitches, and now if you can see, I'm right into the middle. So this one is my last stitch, and this one is my first stitch, and this is our single crochet from our previous round when we attach our this 2 parts together. So here it is. I'm right in the middle. So while you're working on this project, you will understand that which is your last stitch and which is your first stitch, so do not worry about that. So here it is. Just have your this 13 stitches here, and now we are again gonna attach our this 3 stitches together, and we're gonna reduce our work here. So here it is. Just insert your hook into this last stitch. Insert your hook into this front loop here. Do not pull up a loop, just insert your hook like this. Go to this middle single crochet and insert your hook again into this front loop here into the stitch, and go to this first stitch of your this next side and insert your hook into this front loop here, just like this, and you're gonna have 4 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and pull up your yarn through 3 loops, and you're gonna have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and this is how we are gonna attach our this 2 parts. Now here next 13 stitches, have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So here it is. This one is already taken. We have already worked on this stitch, so we'll go to this next stitch, and from here we will have next 13 stitches. 1, 3, 1 single crochet into each stitch on our this second side. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3. So here it is. I got my this next 13 stitches here, and now again we will attach our this next 3 stitches together. So here it is. This is my last stitch, this is my middle stitch, and this is my first stitch, and I'm going to insert my hook into this front loop of my this every stitch, every next 3 stitch. So here it is. It's 1, it's 2, and it's 3. Here now I'm gonna have 4 loops on my hook. Now yarn over and pull a yarn through 3 loops, and you're gonna have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull a yarn through 2 loops, and here it is. That's how we are gonna attach our this 3 stitches together. And now I'm just gonna leave my this work here a little bit, and we will attach our this loop here. Now it's completely optional. You can have your this loop on this side, on this one side, or into the middle. I'm gonna attach my this loop into the middle. So for that, I'm just gonna insert my this hook here somewhere, and we'll grab this one side of my this chains, and I will go to this somewhere next, and here again I'm gonna straighten up your this chains and simply grab your the second side. Here it is. So here it is. I'm just gonna attach my this loop here, and here I'm gonna tie my knots to secure my this chains. Here it is. secure this loop and have a couple of knots here. Now if you want, you can hide this ends in, or you can simply just leave them here inside, and it's gonna be in, so it's gonna be all nice and secure. Here it is. Now if you want, as I said, you can have your this loop somewhere on this, any of this sides as well. And here it is. Now here, so here it is, we have already attached our this 3 stitches here. Now we will go to this next stitch here. So here it is, this one is already taken, so I will go to this stitch after that, and we'll have 11 stitches here. So here it is, it's 1, 2, 3, and here it is. I got my this 11 stitches here, and I'm here. So here it is, this is my last stitch here, this is my middle stitch, and this is my first stitch. And again we will attach our this 3 stitches together, and we will insert our hook into the front loop of our every of this next 3 stitches here, like this. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through 3 loops, and you're gonna have 2 loops. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and here it is. And now here again on this side you're gonna have next 11 stitches. Now keep on working, because you're gonna keep on decreasing your stitches. So each round you're gonna decrease 2 stitches. So keep on working up to some of your length. Here it is, somewhere in here, and we will stuff our this heart with our soft toy feeling. So just leave some space here, and I'm going to meet you here. So just keep on working on some of the space until here, and I'm going to meet you here. And remember, every round you're going to decrease your 2 stitches. Here it is. So again here you're going to have your next 11 stitches, and then after that you will attach these 3 stitches together, and you're going to have 9 stitches, and then 9 stitches on both these sides. So keep on working on this pattern, and I'm going to meet you after my 2 to 3 rounds. We're just going to need another 2 to 3 rounds, and I'm going to meet you after my 2 to 3 rounds. Here it is. And here it is. I added up another 3 rounds here. So here at this stage I have 5 stitches here and 5 stitches here, and this middle stitches on both the sides. So here it is. So we stopped at 11 stitches, and then I had 9 stitches on both the sides, then 7 stitches on both the sides, and this 5 stitches on both the sides here. Now we're gonna stuff our this heart with our this soft toy feeling, and for that we are just gonna knead this one and simply just fill it. Now every time I've been saying this, that whenever you are having any of this kind of project, just simply keep that in mind, that you are not filling your project too tight, and at the same time just keep that in mind that you are not filling it too loose. So have your this feelings in a moderate way, and keep on inserting your feeling in this, and here. And here it is. I've just stuffed this one a little bit tight, because I'm just gonna ooze this one out here like this. So here just a little bit tight in here, but we're gonna anyway work on this side. So here it is. So we have stopped on our this 5 stitches. Now we will have 3 stitches on both the sides. Before that I've just finished up my this stitch number 5 here, and now I will attach my this next 3 stitches together. So for that I'm just gonna have my this front loop of my this stitch, front loop of my this middle stitch, and front loop of my this first stitch of my this next side. Here yarn over and pull a yarn through 3 loops, and yarn over and pull a yarn through 2 loops. Now I'm gonna have next 3 stitches here and another 3 stitches here, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. I got my this 3 stitches on both the sides, and then the middle stitches. So here in total I got my this 8 stitches, and now I'm just gonna have my this last stitch, and I'm gonna attach my this 3 stitches together. So here it is. After my this 3 stitches I'm just gonna have this 3 stitches together here like this, and I will attach them here. Here it is. And now I will cut my yarn. So simply just cut your yarn and secure your this last stitch. Now we're gonna need a needle here. So here it is, just have a needle here, and now I will simply attach my this all stitches together. So just go through all of these stitches, just gonna inserting my needle into this front loops like this, into each of this stitch here, and grab your yarn. Here it is, and I'm simply just gonna gather all of my stitches together. Here it is. And now we're gonna hide over this ending. Here it is. If you want, you can have a little knot here to secure your yarn. Here it is. And now again insert your this end into somewhere in to hide it. And here it is. It's all done. Just gonna cut my this little tail. And here it is. Our little heart is ready for our keychain or a keyring. Here it is. It looks like this and this one. And I hope you have liked my today's tutorial. If you have liked, please like, share and comment on my videos, and please subscribe to my channel. And I will see you into the next video. Till then, bye.